I recently received a ban on Twitch because a representative from Rare sent a DMCA claim to my Twitch account for simply streaming their game while being previously banned. On the night of the ban, I had been streaming with crud for 4 hours or so, and then I got banned from the game. This was far from the first time that this has happened. I had always suspected that someone from Rare was watching my stream and finding my account in their servers to ban me while I was live, as it had been happening on and off for the last year or so. After the first ban, I evaded and swapped to a new Sea of Thieves account before joining one of my other friends, as I suspected that being in Crud's crew had something to do with how fast the bans were happening. I was in my other friend's crew for less than a minute before I was banned again. After that, I evaded again, this time playing solo just to test how long it took the Rare employee to find me, and the count lasted only 4.5 minutes. At that point, I swapped to the joke game a friend and I had made as a parody of Sea of Thieves, Pirate Fighting Simulator, and joked about how I'll just play this game instead because it was a better game anyway. After playing that for around an hour, I went to bed, changing my stream scene to an AFK drop farm. I admit that I was in the wrong for doing the drop farm stream. I had seen other streams in the Sea of Thieves category doing it way more blatantly and decided that I would be fine to do it as well, especially if I was actually playing for most of it. A few hours later, I woke up to a DM saying that my Twitch stream had ended and my channel went missing. Obviously worried, I checked my email and found a copyright takedown notice on Twitch. It was from Rare. After banning me in-game 3 times and seeing me just joke about it and swap to PFS, I can only assume that this Rare representative had gotten mad that their ban efforts on me had done nothing to stop me from staying in the Sea of Thieves category on Twitch, and decided to escalate the situation by sending a DMCA claim. The reasoning they used in this claim seemed very unprofessionally written, like it had been sent by a heated individual, rather than being authorized by a company as big as Rare. Looking at the form for a DMCA claim on Twitch, it doesn't mention anywhere that the recipient would see what they wrote, so I don't think they expected me to see this. The way they wrote this claim paints me as this evil person that has been banned hundreds of times from their game, and 3 times in a single day, which sounds absurd without knowing that each ban is simply for evading the last one. All of this is happening because of a red beard that happened 4 years ago. This is the screen that I've been seeing for the past 4 years. I was originally banned from Sea of Thieves in August of 2020. I was 15 years old at the time. The previous night, I had stream sniped someone in Arena on an alt account after a petty argument in their Twitch chat. The account was named Rocco22GetBanned, which was relevant to other streamer drama at the time. I highly suggest that you watch a video Breeze made discussing all of the early banning drama in Sea of Thieves, as it will provide context of how ban happy Rare was at the time. I'll leave a link for that in the description. All I could see on the website was that my account had been banned for quote-unquote extreme toxicity. In my first support ticket, I tried to deny that I had done anything wrong, then added another comment saying that a permanent ban was way too harsh for whatever they think that I've done. This obviously didn't help my case at all. I was very emotional at the time after losing my account that I had played on nearly daily for the past 2 years, which is very clear in this and any other of my future messages. When they replied, I was told a more specific reason for my ban. I was told that I was banned for advertising cheat programs, stream sniping, and showing extremely toxic behavior, and that there was nothing they could do to help me with my ban. To explain the advertising cheat programs, at the time I was being accusated fairly often in arena games, so I thought it would be funny to bait people even harder by putting a fake Sea of Thieves cheats link in my bio, that would instead direct them to a Minecraft cheat client if they were curious enough to click it. Rare took this the wrong way and assumed it was real, which I can understand. The stream sniping part of the ban was definitely legitimate. I had little understanding at the time of how serious stream sniping was in gaming. If I found a streamer in game, I would bring up their stream just to hear them rage while being killed. I didn't think that I was gaining any advantage by doing this because of stream delay, and thought that it didn't matter if I already greatly outskilled the streamer as I was going to win the fight anyway. Since becoming a streamer myself and dealing with the same issue, I now understand how irritating and unfair it can be, and I apologize to anyone who had to deal with this from me. For the extremely toxic behavior, I would have to assume that it would have mostly come from spawn camping, sinking people, or the streamer encounters. I definitely did shit talk on occasion, but nothing deserving of a permanent ban or the label extreme toxicity. I never threatened to harm anyone in real life, said slurs, or anything like that. I was very angry upon reading this response. What I thought was a harmless joke to mess with people in my Xbox bio was seemingly the leading cause of my instant redbeard. I was too full of rage to think about what was best for getting my account back, and instead berated the support agents for not looking into my situation before slapping me with a permanent ban. They then closed the ticket. Unhappy with the result, I opened another ticket the next day, where they told me that I had been banned for instances of toxicity on this and several other accounts, including over 51 reports of toxicity and abuse on this account alone. even though from memory the Rocco22 get banned account was the only alt that I had at the time. I also find it strange how they mentioned the amount of reports that I had. Any decent player in Sea of Thieves gets reported, whether it be from people thinking that you're cheating or thinking that you're toxic for simply killing them. But the weirdest part of this final response is that I had no idea that I had any of these 51 reports. They kept all of this from me until it was enough to just permanently ban me with no warning. This is the part that I find the most unfair about this ban. It may seem obvious in hindsight, but had I been told that what I was doing was this serious and may result in my permanent removal from the game, my actions definitely would have changed sooner. Keep in mind that at the time, I was a stupid teenager surrounded by others doing the exact same thing with no repercussions, so I didn't have any reason to think that I was going to be banned. After accepting that my main account wasn't going to be unbanned, I evaded the ban and started playing on a new account so that I could keep playing with my friends. Even after just playing the game without doing anything else wrong, I kept receiving bans for simply ban evading. The way they handle ban evaders encourages them to do whatever they want, as they get banned regardless of whether they actually break any rules again or not. That is definitely a factor in the amount of cheaters that we see nowadays. Not that I'm in any way defending the use of cheats. Since I was getting banned no matter what I did, I started using the 125 exploit when the game came out on Steam. Although it's quite a controversial topic in the Sea of Thieves community, I did not personally see any advantage to it, and simply used it because of how much smoother the game felt to play with it. I stopped sometime in 2022 when I was starting to get a larger audience on YouTube, so I tried cleaning up my image for the general Sea of Thieves audience. Towards the end of 2022, I tried to reach out to Rare multiple times to try and figure out an agreement, as I did not see the point of them using their time and effort to continuously target me when the only part of their terms of service I broke was ban evasion. And if I stopped getting banned, there wasn't anything else that I was actually doing wrong. I sent out a support ticket on one of my alt accounts, in which I was simply told by one of the support agents that they couldn't help me, and that my account was not going to be unbanned, which isn't even what I asked for. A couple weeks after that, I tried contacting one of the senior community managers on Twitter, which went completely ignored. A couple months later, in April of 2023, I tried yet again to try and sort something out with Rare, this time getting a partnered Sea of Thieves streamer to try and take it to Rare directly, but yet again, I was told there simply wasn't anything that they were willing to do. A month later, I posted a link from the Insider program for Sea of Thieves, showing that they were going to remove Quickswap, which used to be a very overpowered exploit where you could shoot two guns as fast as you could press the keys to swap between them, making it possible to instantly kill players at range. It had been nerfed years ago at this point, where an animation cancel was able to be done to let you shoot the guns 1 second apart by simply sprinting between the shots. The mainstream Sea of Thieves community still complained about losing to people with two guns so much that Rare eventually decided to nerf it even further, which I found incredibly unfair to those who had spent the time to perfect it. After trying for literal months to get in contact with Rare and getting nothing, I decided to leak it, mentioning that Rare is going to keep banning me whether I do this or not, so why shouldn't I? The Insider program is incredibly easy to sign up to, requiring just a Microsoft account and ticking a box that says you're over 18 with no verification. Every active Sea of Thieves player has Insider, so everyone knew about it, but they couldn't say anything about it until it was added into the game. That's why I decided to get the conversation started earlier. This had no real long-term effect. It started some Twitter drama and not much else. They implemented the change, made guns more clunky, and that was it. That was over a year ago at this point, and they are still coming at me at full force, banning me usually every week or so, until the most recent Twitch drops for Sea of Thieves when I received the DMCA. I just can't comprehend how Rare sees constantly banning me as beneficial to them. It just seems like a waste of a community manager's time that could be looking into banning cheaters. The only possible conclusion that makes sense to me is that someone at Rare has a personal vendetta against me. Oh, he's just completely quick swapping as well.
Who's eluding?
Oh, that wasn't a one shot. What is this dude doing? Oh, he's like fucking flying or something. Uh-oh. Why'd you say Driz had to sub in? I'm sorry. As if he hasn't been here the whole time. Oh wait, they actually subbed the new account in Sot Colonel V4.
Oh yeah, that guy was in my chat before.
Oh.
He was telling me that Athenaware full doesn't work, only Athenaware light. And
Did Rare seriously just do that?
Did you just get banned?
There's no way. Bro! Are you serious, Rare?
Dude, it's literally...
Look at yourselves.
This is the same thing as last year. They spend more time banning
There
you
is
than
no
the cheaters.
way.
That's so good.
I'm literally
this
fighting
company.
just blatant cheaters and saying their
love
names,
this
yet you
company.
banned me. You guys are actually fucking insane. Do you know how fucking stupid this makes you look?
I mean, at least we only ever won against the cheaters, so like, you know, they can't do that.
That is insane. This company, I cannot comprehend how they can possibly think that that's a good idea for
You
them.
gotta remember they work in a barn.
Hey, here's this streamer fighting cheaters. How about we ban him? Not the cheaters, though. What's up, everyone? Fuck, where's my window capture?
Nice one, idiot.
Oh, that's the one. All right. So, last night, a couple days after my streams on the weekend, including the stream where Rare banned me while fighting a cheater, I've received this. This is only half of it. The other one's over here. So, thanks for the subs, everyone. Rare has sent yet another copyright claim. So, in the first one, as we saw, what, a month ago? I think it was?
Over a month ago.
Yeah. It was clearly one person that wrote some random garbage in like 5 minutes, and it was just a mess. So now they've come back, they've thought it through, but the thing is,
they've done it wrong.
They've still just done so much random garbage in this. They just blatantly lie in parts of it, and they just change the subject like 3 times per sentence on average. So let's go through it. So copyrighted work, the Sea of Thieves intellectual property. So that's what they've gotten me for the last time. So they say the user in question was banned from our services in 2020. Straight off the bat, they're telling Twitch, oh yeah, this is from 4 years ago.
Has nothing to do with copyright, by the way.
They say, and then they randomly change it to, and is repeatedly in violation of the Twitch community guidelines by abusing the Twitch drop system, and then they swap back to Microsoft and Microsoft Services Agreement by deliberately manipulating their software to ban evade. So this is a copyright claim, and they're also trying to shove it in here that they want to like report me for abusing Twitch drops,
which you haven't done in months.
So yeah, and then they say these actions are a direct violation of our terms of service and undermine the integrity of our enforcement protocols. From the perspective of Rare, they're talking about their protocols. And then they
once again has nothing to do with copyright.
Then they switch back to the Twitch terms of service.
So oh yeah, they say our and then Twitch.
Yeah, no, that's what I was talking about last night. It's such a mess of words. Then they say I violate the Twitch terms of service, spam, scams, and other malicious conduct spam and other deceptive practices create a negative user experience, decrease trust in our service, that would be from Twitch's perspective, and mislead viewers, creators, and advertisers. Any content or activity that disrupts, interrupts, harms, or otherwise violates the integrity of Twitch services or another user's experience or devices is prohibited. For example, you may not cheat the Twitch rewards system, such as the drops or channel points. When they've copyright claimed this, all of my VODs are gone. Every single one of my Sea of Thieves VODs is completely gone. I can't even use the like VOD finder tools. They are completely gone from Twitch. So yeah, that automatically deletes them all when they send this copyright claim. And then they've used VODs as evidence. So these VODs, these aren't from the weekend. These are from ages ago. They're saying player switches to unrelated imagery for 2 hours while streaming for Twitch drops. I don't know when this VOD is. Anytime that I've done drops farms before the DMCA was when it was completely allowed on Twitch's rules.
Yeah, that was before drops farms were made against TOS. So
I did not drop farm after they made it against the rules because they did not enforce it at all for anyone else. The only reason I was punished for it was because of the DMCA from Rare. So yeah, and the next part. And then they say software is licensed, not sold. This is true, whatever. Microsoft has the rights to remove me from their services. But they're trying to copyright claim me from Twitch, which I don't think they can do. And then they go, this is the just most blatant lie. So this user has violated the Sea of Thieves Code of Conduct. Yes, that's true. And has faced numerous bans as a consequence, including the abuse and harassment of other players and Rare developers. That is a complete and utter lie. The closest to that would be in my videos, just me fucking with players.
It's not harassment though.
That's not harassment.
basic
Look at crud.
interaction.
Look how much crud is so much more of a dickhead than me.
I goad people
And
into
then
killing me.
They say that I've faced numerous bans as a consequence, including abuse and harassment. So I did a fucking, support ticket last night. I'm banned for the use of alternate accounts to circumvent, banned for the use of alternate accounts to circumvent bans and suspensions.
Yeah, just that. Nothing else.
I've gone directly to them and gotten their real reason for my ban, and in this, they completely lie about it. That is just an insane claim to make.
You guys should do your job instead of banning people. Instead of banning Theb, you should ban cheaters. And they're probably like, that's harassment.
And yeah, I'm usually banned during live streams. And then they say I frequently stream with an idle status to acclaim viewership.
Nah.
Pretty much abusing drops. That's not true. And I haven't done that regularly since they removed it. Or since they...
Not even this year, like once this year and that was it.
I did drops farms back when they were within the rules of Twitch. There were no rules against. And they claim that I frequently do it to this day, which is, again, a lie. And then they're saying, due to the ongoing and persistent activities of this user, Rare/Microsoft requests the deletion of this user's Twitch channel, including all content, and for the user to be banned from creating further such channels. So because of all of this, them lying about me, abusing Rare staff or whatever, and also half of the reason in this email is literally just accusing me of drop farming. They think that my entire Twitch account and any future anything from me on Twitch should just be gone. Even if I want to stream another game. Nope. Alright. Bye, everyone. So, in the most recent attack from Rare, they've copy striked 12 of my most recent videos in 3 different strikes. One strike has 2 videos, and the other 2 have 5 in them, which is conveniently just enough strikes to terminate my YouTube channel. So, I don't really know where to go from here. Like, this is me versus Microsoft. It's yet another case of a big company using the YouTube copyright system to bully a small creator that they don't like. And all of this is happening because I was banned 4 years ago for reasons that arguably shouldn't have been an instant ban. Now, I know most people aren't going to have a clue who I am or what kind of content I make, because you would imagine that it would have to be pretty damning to deserve all of this. But I'll just give an example of the kind of shit that I do. This is literally one of my most recent videos. I'm fighting a brig. I'm just saying stupid shit into the mic while being called slurs.
On our ship. Oh, he's
called me the F slur already. It's mostly just fucking with people like that. We do other things, obviously. There's all the big steal videos, whatever. Sea of Thieves content. Not that I want to be self-promoting here, but I do still have a lot of videos listed on my channel that are still the same kind of content. But yet they're deciding to go this far out of their way to completely terminate my channel just because they don't like me. Like, I can't think of any other proper reason. I've had hundreds of comments of people telling me, oh, I've gotten back into the game, or I only started playing this game because of you. But they think that I'm such a big issue that they need to delete me from all of social media. It doesn't make any sense to me.